Hello everyone. Here we are discussing chapter 4, which is chemical kinetics. Chemistry, by its very nature, is considered with change substances with well defined properties are converted by chemical reaction into other substance with different properties. For any chemical reaction, chemists try to find out the feasibility of a chemical reaction, which can be predicted by the thermodynamics. As you know that a reaction with del G is less than 0 at constant temperature and pressure is feasible. Extent to which a reaction will proceed can be determined from chemical equilibrium, speed of a reaction, that means time taken by a reaction to each equilibrium. Along with feasibility and extent, it is equally important to know the rate and factors controlling the rate of a reaction for its complete understanding. For example, which parameter determine as to how rapidly food gets spoiled, how to design a rapidly setting material for a detained filling, or what control the rate at which fuel burn in an auto engine. All these questions can be answered by the branch of chemistry which deals with the study of reaction rate and their mechanism called chemical kinetics. The word kinetic is derived from the Greek word kinesis, means movement. Thermodynamics tell any about the feasibility of a reaction, whereas chemical kinetics tell about the rate of a reaction. For example, thermodynamic data indicate that diamond shape convert to graphite, but in reality the conversion rate is so slow that the change is not perceptible at all. Therefore, most people think that diamond is a forever. Kinetic studies not only help us to determine the speed or rate of a chemical reaction, but also describe the condition by which the reaction rate can be altered. The factors such as concentration, temperature, pressure, and catalyst affect the rate of a reaction at the microscopic level. We are interested in amount reacted or formed and the rates of the consumption or formation. At the molecular level, the reaction mechanism involving orientation and level of molecule undergoing collision are discussed. In this unit, we will be dealing with the average and instantaneous rate of reaction and the factor affecting this. Some alternating ideas about the collision theory of reaction rate are also given. However, it's order to understand all this, let us first learn about the reaction rate. Rate of a reaction is first our topic. Some reaction such as ionic reaction occur very fast. For example, precipitation of silver chloride occur instantaneously by mixing of aqueous solution of silver nitrate and sodium chloride. On the other hand, some reactions are very slow. For example, rusting of iron in presence of air and moisture. Also, this are reaction like inversion of cane sugar and hydrolysis of starch, which proceed with a moderate speed. Can you think more example for each category? You must be known that speed of an automobile is expressed in terms of change in the position or distance covered by in a certain period of time. Similarly, the speed of reaction or rate of reaction can be defined as change in concentration of a reactant or product in unit time. To be more specific, it can be expressed in terms of: first, the rate of decrease in concentration of any one of the reactant, or the rate of increase in concentration of any one of the product considered a phytolic reaction, assuming that the volume of system remain constant, which is R is directly converting product. 1 mole of the reactant R produces 1 mole of the product P. If R1 and P1 are the concentration of R and P respectively at T1, and R2 and P2 are the concentration at time T2, then this is the formula which is derived. The square bracket in the above expression are used to express more concentration. Rate of disappears of R equals to decrease in concentration of R at time taken. Since del R is a negative quantity, as concentration of reactant is decreased, it is multiplied with -1 to take the rate of reaction a positive quantity. Equation 4.1 and 4.2 are given above represent the average rate of reaction R average. Average rate depend upon the change in concentration of reactant or product and time taken for change to occur, as you see in the diagram 4.1 and 4.2. Unit of rate of reaction from equation 4.1 and 4.2, it is clear that unit of rate and concentration per unit time. For example, if concentration is in mole per liter and time is in second, then unit will be mole per liter per second. However, in gaseous reaction, when the concentration of gases is expressed in term of their partial pressure, then the unit of rate equation will be atom per second, atmospheric per second. It can be seen that the average rate fall from 1.90 into 0 raised to power minus 4 mole per liter per second to 0.4 into 10 raised to power minus 4 equals to mole per liter per second. However, average rate cannot be used to predict the rate of a reaction at particular instant, as it would be constant for the time interval for which it is calculated. So to express the rate at a particular moment of time, we determine the instantaneous rate. It is obtained when we consider the average rate at smallest time interval, say d2, that means when delta t approaches 0. Hence, mathematically, for an intimately small dt, instantaneous rate is given by. It can be determined graphically by drawing a tangent at time t on either of the curves for concentration of R and P versus time t and calculating in slope figure 4.1. So in problem 4.1, R instantaneous at 600 seconds, for example, can be calculated by plotting concentration of butyl chloride as a function of time. A tangent is drawn that touch the curve at t equals to 600 seconds. The slope of this tangent given by instantaneous rate. Now consider a reaction Hg plus Cl2 equals to HgCl2, where stoichiometric coefficient of the reactant and product are same. The rate of reactant is given as rate of reaction equals to this. That means rate of disappearance of any of reactant is same as the rate of appearance of the product. But in the following reaction, 2 mole of Hi decompose to produce 1 mole of H2 and I2. For expressing the rate of such a reaction where stoichiometric coefficient of a reactant or product are not equal to 1, rate of disappearance of any of the product or rate of the appearance of product is divided by their respective stoichiometric coefficient, since the rate of consumption of Hi is twice the rate of formation of H2 or I2. To make them equal, the term del Hi is divided by 2. The rate of this reaction is given by. Similarly, for the reaction for a gaseous reaction at constant temperature, concentration is directly proportional to the partial pressure of a species, and hence rate can be also be expressed at rate of change in partial pressure and of reactant or the product. Second topic is a factor influencing rate of a reaction. Rate of reaction depend upon experimentally condition such as concentration of reactant, pressure in case of gases, temperature and catalyst. The rate of a chemical reaction at given temperature may depend on the concentration of one or more reactant and product. The representation of rate of reaction in terms of concentration of the reactant is also known as rate law. It is called as rate equation or rate expression. The result in table 4.1 clearly show that the rate of a reaction decreases with passage of time as the concentration of reactant decrease. Conversely, rate generally increase with reactant concentration increase. So rate of a reaction depend upon concentration of reactant. Consider a general reaction where A, B, C and D are stoichiometric coefficient of reactant and product. The rate expression for the reaction is this, where exponent x and y may or may not be equal to stoichiometric coefficient of reactant. Above equation can also be written as. This formula of equation is known as a differential rate equation, where k is proportionality constant called rate constant. The equation like 4.4 which relate the rate of a reaction to concentration of reactant is called rate law or rate expression. Thus, rate law is the expression in which reaction rate is given in term of molecular concentration of reactant, with each term raised to some power which may or may not be some as stoichiometric coefficient of reacting species in a balanced chemical equation. For example, 2NO plus O2 gives 2NO2. We can measure the rate of reaction as a function of initial concentration either by keeping the concentration of one of the reactant constant and changing the concentration of other reactant, or by changing the concentration of both the reactant. The following results are obtained by table 4.2. As you show that it is obvious after looking at the result that when the concentration of NO is doubled and not of O2 is kept constant, then the initial rate increases by a factor of 4 from 0.096 to 0.384 mole per liter per second. This indicates that the rate depends upon the square of concentration of NO. When concentration of NO is kept constant and concentration of O2 is double, the rate also get double, indicating that rate depends on concentration of O2 to first power. Hence, the rate equation for this reaction will be rate equals to K NO ka twice O2. The differential from of this rate equation is given as. Now we observe that from the reaction in the rate equivalent derived from experimental data, the exponent of a concentration term are the same as either stereochemical coefficient in balanced chemical equation. Some other example are given below. In these reactions, the exponent of concentration term are not the same as the stereochemical coefficient. Thus, we can say that rate law of any reaction cannot be predicted by merely looking at the balanced chemical equation. That means theoretical must be determined experimentally. Order of a reaction where in this rate equation, x and y indicate how sensitive the rate is to be changed in concentration of A and B. Sum of this component, that means x plus y, in give the overall order of a reaction, whereas x and y represent the order which represent the reactant A and B respectively. Hence, the sum of power of concentration of reactant in the rate law expression is called the order of its chemical reaction. Order of a chemical reaction will be 0, 1, 2 and 3 and any even equation. A zero order reaction means that rate of reaction is independent of concentration of reactant. So, a balanced chemical equation never give a true picture of how a reactant take place, since rarely a reaction get completely in one step. The reaction taking place in one step are called experimentally reaction, which a sequence of elementary reaction called mechanism give us the product. The reaction are called complex reaction. This may be consecutive reaction. Example, oxidation of ethane to CO2 and H2 passes through a series of intermediate steps. In this, alcohol, aldehyde and acid are formed. Reverse reaction and side reaction, that means nitration of phenol yield O nitrophenol and P nitrophenol. Unit of rate reaction. For a general reaction where x and y equals to n equals to order of a reaction, taking SI unit of concentration, mole per liter and time as the unit of K for different reaction order are listed in table 4.3 as shown. Another property of a reaction called molecularity help in understanding its mechanism. The number of reacting species, atom, ions or molecule taking part in an elementary reaction which must collide simultaneously in order to bring about a chemical reaction is called molecularity of a reaction. The reaction can be unimolecular, which one reacting species is involved, for example decomposition of ammonium nitrate. Bimolecular reaction involves simultaneously coalescing between two species, for example dissociation of hydrogen iodide. Trimolecular or trimolecular reaction involves simultaneously reaction between two reacting species, for example 2NO plus O2 gives 2NO2. The probability that more than 3 molecules can be collide and react simultaneously in very small, hence the molecularity gives then there is 3 not observed. There is a evident that a complex reaction involving more than 3 molecules in the stereochemical equation must take place in more than one step. The reaction which approximately seems to be 10th order or actually a second order reaction. This shows that this reaction takes place in several steps. Which step control the rate of overall reaction? The question can be answered if we go through the mechanism of reaction. For example, changes to win the relay race competition by a team dependent upon the slowest person in a team. Similarly, the overall rate of reaction is controlled by slowest step in a reaction called the rate determining step. Considering the decomposition of hydrogen peroxide, which is catalyzed by iodide ion in an alkaline medium, the rate equation for this reaction can be found to be: the reaction is first order with respect to both H2, O2 and I negative. Evidence suggests that this reaction takes place in two steps. Both the steps are biomolecular elementary reaction. Species IO negative is called intermediate since it is formed during the course of the reaction but not in overall balanced equation. The first step becomes low is the rate determining step. Thus the reaction formation of intermediate will determine the rate of reaction. Thus from the discussion till now we conclude the following: order of a reaction is an experimentally quantity. It can be zero and even a fraction must but molecularity can be zero or a non-integer. Order is applicable to elementary as well as complex reaction, whereas molecularity is applicable only for elementary reaction. For complex reaction, molecularity has no meaning. For complex reaction, order is given by slowest step, and generally molecularity of slowest step is same as order in the overall reaction. We have already noted that the concentration dependence of rate is called different rate reaction. It is not always covariant to determine the instantaneous rate, as it is measured by determination of slope and tangent at point T is concentration versus time plot. This make it difficult to determine the rate law and hence the order of the reaction. In order to avoid this difficulty, we can integrate the differential rate equation to give a relation between directly measured experiment data, that mean concentration at different time and rate constant. The integrated rate equation are different for reaction of different reaction order. We shall determine this equation only for zero and first order chemical reaction. Zero order reaction. Zero order reaction mean that rate of reaction is proportional to zero power of concentration of reactant considering the reaction, where reactant is equal to product if any quantity raised to power 0 is unity. Integrated both sides, where I is constant of integration at t equals to 0. The concentration of reactant R equals to R raised to 0, where R0 is initial concentration of a reactant. Substituting the equation, then we get this. Comparing with the equation of a straight line y equals to mx plus c, if we plot r against t, we get a straight line which slope equals to minus k and intercept equal to r naught. Further simplifying equation, we get the rate constant k as this. Zero order reaction are relatively uncommon, but they occur under special conditions since enzyme catalyzed reaction and reaction which occur on metal surface or a few. Example of zero order reaction: the decomposition of a gaseous ammonia on a hot platinum surface is a zero order reaction at high pressure. In this reaction, platinum metal acts as a catalyst. At high pressure, the metal surface gets saturated with gas molecules, so a further change in reaction condition is unable to alter the amount of ammonia on surface of catalyst, making rate of reaction independence of its concentration. The thermal decomposition of Hi on gold surface is another example of zero order reaction. In this class of reactant, the rate of reaction is proportional to the first order of concentration of reactant R. For example, this, as you see. Again, I is constant of integration and its value will be determined easily when t equals to 0, r equals to r naught, where r naught is initial concentration of reactant. Therefore, equation can be written this. As you see that comparing equation 4.9 with y equals to mx plus c, if we plot in r against t, we get a straight line with slope minus k and intercept equal to r naught. The first order rate equation can be written in the form of k equals to 2.303 by t log r naught by r. We plot a graph between log r naught by r versus t. The slope equals to k by 2.303 Hydrogenation of ethane is an example of first order reaction where C2H4 plus H2 gives C2H6. Rate equals to K C2H4 at a natural and artificial radioactive decay of unstable nuclei take place by first order kinetics. As you see the graphs, first graph is a plot between L and R and T for first order reaction, and second graph is plot of log R naught by R versus time for first order reaction. Let us consider a typical first order gas phase reaction. A equals to B plus C. Let Pi be the initial pressure of A and Pt the total pressure at time t. Integrated rate equation for such a reaction can be derived as total pressure Pt equals to Pa plus Pb plus Pc pressure unit. Pa, Pb, Pc are the partial pressure of A, B, C respectively. If X atom can be decreased in pressure of A and at time t and 1 mole equals of B and C is being formed, the increase in pressure of B and C will also be X atom atmosphere each. As you see, now its half life of a reaction. The half life of a reaction is time in which concentration of a reactant is reduced to one half of its initial concentration. It is represent in a T half. For a zero order reaction, rate constant is given by K equals to R naught minus R by T at T equals to T half, then R equals to half R naught. The rate reactant as T half become K equals to R naught minus half R naught by T half, where T half equals to R naught by 2K. It is clear that T half for a zero order reaction is directly proportional to initial concentration of reactant and inversely proportional to rate constant. For first order reaction, K equals to 2.303 by T log R naught by R at T half R equals to R naught by 2. So above equation become this. And the result is T half equals to 0.693 by K. It can be seen that the first order reaction half-life period is constant, that means independent of initial concentration of reacting species. The half-life of a first order equation is readily calculated from the rate constant and vice versa. The zero order reaction T half directly proportional to R naught. For first order reaction T half is independent of R naught. Pseudo first order reaction. The order of reaction is sometimes alternated by condition. Considered a chemical reaction between two substances which one reactant is present in a large excess. During the hydrolysis of 0.01 mole of ethyl acetate with 10 mole of water, amount of various constituent at the beginning T equals to 0 and complication T of the reaction can be given as under. The reaction is CH3COOH C2H5 plus H2O gives, in presence of H positive ion, CH3COOH plus C2H5OH. The concentration of water doesn't get altered much during the course of reaction, so in rate equation, rate equals to K not CH3COO C2H5 and H2O. In term of H2O can be taken as constant. The reaction does become rate equals to K CH3COO C2H5, where K equals to K naught H2O. And the reaction behave a first order reaction. Such reaction are called pseudo first order reaction. Inversion of cane sugar is another pseudo first order reaction. C12H22O11 plus H2O in presence of H positive ion